Keto everywhere, but before you embark on your ketogenic journey, there's some things you should know. In this video, we will go over some basics you need to know about the ketogenic lifestyle. Let's start by what the ketogenic diet is anyway. The ketogenic diet is a high-fat, moderate protein, low carbohydrate diet that usually divides your daily percentages in 70 to 75% fat, 20 to 25% protein, and no more than 5% in carbohydrates. What this does is it causes a metabolic shift in your body that goes from burning carbs for fuel to burning fat for fuel. This is a very sustainable, satisfying, and fulfilling lifestyle with hundreds upon hundreds of recipes and easy swaps. But that's not what this video is about. The point of this video is to explain exactly how the ketogenic diet works to promote weight loss and longevity. But who am I anyway? Well, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Talita from Shrinking with Keto. And throughout my own personal ketogenic journey, I have lost over 190 pounds and reversed my type 2 diabetes. Now, throughout these years, I have helped and coached many people reach their goal, and I hope to do the same for you. Let's start with what ketone bodies are, which is also the point of this diet. The point of this diet is to take your stored fat and turn it into ketone bodies. Don't worry, I'm not going to get scientific. I'm going to explain this as simply as possible. First, let me explain something. Our body can run on two types of fuel. It can run on glucose, which mainly derives from carbohydrates, and it can run on ketone bodies, which derives from fat. Ketone bodies are created in our liver from metabolizing fat, both fat that we eat and fat that we have stored. From an evolutionary point of view, our body was made to be metabolically flexible. That means it can burn both types of fuel when they are available, but it will prefer glucose if it is in abundance because glucose is an easier fuel source for the body. What we have done in today's modern society is constantly carb feed our body. Carbs, 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 giving it so much glucose that it never gets a chance to tap into the fat storages. As a result, this has made us metabolically inflexible, meaning even when fat is present in our body doesn't really burn it anymore. Now, ketone bodies are not only a very good fuel source for our body, but there are many studies that suggest that it's a cleaner and preferred fuel source. So let's go and see how ketones promote weight loss. Let me interrupt you for a second. If this is the first time you're seeing this pretty face, let's make sure it's not the last. So please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and ring that bell icon so that YouTube can let you know every time I have a new video for you. And please feel free to ask me anything you want down in the comment section below. And I promise to try my best to answer every single one of your questions. Now, if you're getting value out of this video, press the thumbs up button so that you can tell YouTube to push this content to more people that need it, just like you. Where were we? Oh yeah, how ketones promote weight loss. As I mentioned above, ketone bodies are created in our liver from fat. But in order for our body to take this fat that we have stored and turn it into fuel, it needs to not have glucose to choose from. So when we stop eating carbohydrates, therefore stop eating glucose, in the absence of glucose, our body will go looking for this fat, both the fat that we are eating and consuming on a high-fat diet and the fat that we have stored, in order to give our body energy. By doing so, by producing these ketone bodies, our body will turn into a fat-burning machine. The second way the ketogenic diet helps us lose fat is by keeping insulin levels low. Now, in order for you to understand this, I need to explain a little bit how insulin works. Every time we eat a meal, our insulin spikes. When we have carbohydrates, since carbohydrates are what spike insulin the most, they turn into glucose. And in order for our body to take this glucose from our bloodstream and put it in our cells, it needs to produce insulin. Protein spikes our insulin at a moderate level, while fat has almost no insulin response. By eating a high-fat, low-carbohydrate diet, we lower our insulin levels. And in many cases, we reverse our insulin resistance. Now, insulin is like a light switch. When insulin is on, then fat burning is off and fat storing is on. And when insulin is off, then fat burning is on. Okay, so we get it, it's great. What can we have on keto? Because I have heard it's a very restrictive diet. That's absolutely not true. There are a lot of things you can eat on keto, and there are hundreds of swaps for traditional goodies like pecan pie and s'mores with keto-friendly ingredients. But for the sake of keeping this video short, we're just going to go through the basic food list. You can eat all cuts of meat and poultry. Just please make sure that they're good quality meat, ideally grass-fed, grass-finished. And please try to stay away from processed meats. Eggs and bacon are another keto staple, and you can have your eggs in many different ways. Egg cups, omelet, scrambled, poached with hollandaise sauce. Yeah, you can actually have that. Almost all cheeses are good to go, and guess what? The fattier, the better. Coconut is also great. All products of coconut. Coconut cream, coconut butter, coconut milk, coconut flour. Nuts and seeds are also great on keto, but not only as a snack. You see, almond flour is used to replace almost every single baked good you can imagine. And chia seeds can act as a thickener to make a very creamy, fatty pudding. You can't have starchy vegetables, but you can have most every vegetable that grows above ground. And you haven't tried anything until you have the lasagna that instead of pasta has actually zucchini. Or loaded cauliflower with cheddar cheese and bacon. Just saying. Then we move over to our fats. First of all is the mascot superfood of keto, the avocado. And if you look into the recipes, there is such a thing, and it's really good, as avocado brownies and chocolate mousse. Butter, tallow, lard, and olive oil are also fantastic on keto. It is, though, very important that on keto you have healthy fats. And if you're not sure what healthy fats are, you can go ahead and check my video above. So how hard is it to start keto? I want to be completely transparent with you. So we're going to mention a couple of things. First of all, fat adaptation takes a while. Your body has been eating carbs and has been using glucose for fuel for so many years. So it can take anywhere from 10 days to a month and sometimes even longer. You just need to practice some keto patience. The next thing I want to mention is the keto flu. The keto flu brings over some symptoms that give you a lightheaded feeling, nausea, but these are all things that we can deal with head on. And I also have a video on that. And finally, this is no secret, you will go through withdrawal. You see, sugar is as addictive as drugs. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you might have some toilet issues. Let's just leave it at that. So is this glorious way of eating sustainable? Not only is the ketogenic lifestyle sustainable, but it also has the highest retention rate. An ongoing study by Virta Health not only mentions about keto sustainability, it also mentions about how it reverses type 2 diabetes. The ketogenic diet has a 74% success rate and sustainability after 2 years of following it, with people feeling happy and fulfilled. This is the highest rate out of every single diet there is. So there you have it. Everything you need to know before starting the ketogenic diet. And as always, chin up, or the crown slips.